Hello everyone and welcome to another match in Herman's retirement tour. And in today's match we've got a battle between two legends. Coming down to the ring, of course, is the giant Herman. Herman, at least once a week throughout 2025, is wrestling a different opponent. It is a chance for Herman not only to celebrate his own career, but to promote the present and the future of professional wrestling. And he's fighting a fellow legend here tonight. Someone who is looking to have one last great run himself. That being Dan Decker. Dan Decker, keep in mind, back in the day, was debuted in the latter days of Terrific Texas Wrestling and was a fast rising rookie who quickly established himself as a top level star, and that's how he created his legend. But he did falter in more recent years, but now is looking to re-establish himself as a high level competitor, and of course is wrestling in every possible opportunity he can, being a traveling superstar, appearing in all sorts of different promotions. He's been on VGI. Recently, he's appeared on VGIW, GHK, Canadian Destroyer Promotions, I'm pretty sure he's made an appearance on, Kitsune Kingdom, and I've heard he's going to be making his way over to Outrage Combat Wrestling for an appearance. Dan Decker, of course, also, like I said, started his career in the early days of TTW. The fact is, Dan Decker is a great technician, a great all-rounder. And I'd say his career has been looking a lot stronger recently. You know, with the level of drive he seems to have to showcase himself once again, this has been Dan Decker at his best on the channel. Allowing himself to properly show why in the Lord he is such a big deal. And of course, Dan Decker, he was not going to miss a chance to appear on Herman's retirement tour, as Herman would have been one of the veterans that helped get him into the business in the first place. I can imagine back in the early days when we watched TTW tapes, we'll probably see a young Dan Decker, starting off in this business, fighting the likes of Herman. Oh man, it would have been one of the earlier instances of Herman being a locker room leader. Oh, look at that. Nice back and forth right here. Oh! Dan Decker, a little unsteady at the moment with the size of Herman. Oh, like an immovable object. Massive cracking headbutts. Now some news here. I have heard Herman will be making an appearance on Shockwave Sports very soon. So stay tuned for that. Be sure to check out Shockwave Sports. Oh, look at this. What a neck breaker. Oh, here we go. Oh, the squeezing around the ribs. And down goes Dan Decker. Dan brought back to his feet yet again. And now brought into the corner. Oh, man, face first. And now going up for a scoop slam. But now Dan Decker with the DDT. Great work there by Dan the Man Decker. Oh gosh. Dan Decker, look at this. He's been showcasing different styles in each promotion as well. In Kitsune Kingdom, he's got a more of a hard-hitting, striker style. Oh, good lord, a diving headbutt. Whereas as the Man, he's been a bit more technical. And of course, as badass Dan Decker, he's been indulging in the hardcore wrestling of GHK. Oh! You can see him in Kitsune Kingdom with that striking style as Cowboy Dan Decker. Oh! Wait a minute, there's that lariat! I'm showcasing a little bit of his striking styles there. Full stiffness, taking down the over 7 foot tall giant. And that looks to have really knocked Herman off of his game. Big clothesline there, sending Herman to the outside. And now Herman getting caught here as Dan Decker grabs the arm. Oh, I think the face bumped into the side of the ring there. That's going to have knocked Herman a little bit loopy. Oh man, This is looking to be a nasty fight right here. Nice dodge of the knee drop there. And Dan thrown back into the ring. Count of 3 here. Look at this, Dan Decker watching on. And look at that, a little pose for the fans. And now Herman doing the same. But Dan Decker in from behind. Oh, what a backbreaker. Oh, look at that. He is working over Herman beautifully right now with those elbow drops. We're not getting to see the full repertoire of Dan's moveset just because Herman is quite so big, but Dan's been having some very entertaining matches as of late. Oh my god! Wow! What utilization using Herman's weight against... Oh my god! Well, he was using Herman's weight against him for that hip toss, but my god. Dan looks like he's left this mortal coil for a second there. And ref's warning, the count's getting close now. A count of 8 and Dan is back in the ring. Oh, look at this going for that electric chair drop. But look at this. Nice work there by Dan Decker. Oh, and look at this. The lift. Oh my god. Going for a knee breaker. And I know why that is. He's got those leg submissions too. Oh, but nearly one of that. Now go for the knees, not only slows Herman down, but it means if he goes for one of his leg submissions, he could very well put this away. And this is what I was warning about. Look at this! Look at this! The inverted figure 4! Oh my goodness! He tabs! He tabs! He tabs! Dan Decker wins! Dan Decker wins! What a fight right there. And Dan Decker, despite the immense size difference proving to be quite difficult, Dan Decker still manages to beat Herman pretty quickly, all things considered. There may still be hope for Dan Decker to prove what he is, a living legend himself, and a chance for him to say one final goodbye to the giant legend, Herman. Thanks for watching.